What's up? My name's Seth Young. I run the Welcome to Shredsville page. Mostly do comedy, I do music. Just hanging out on here. I just got a treadmill finally. Or should I call it a shred mill? And finally got one at home. And so I'm going to start doing my walking here. Some of it. It doesn't incline, so I'm not going to do it every day. But the days I do, I'm going to stream it and talk to you guys if you have any questions. So just let me know a little bit about myself. I live in Johnson City, Tennessee, aka the song about, or the line in Wagon Wheel, Johnson City, Tennessee. We're known for Pals, Dr. Enough, ETSU, no one's ever heard of. But yeah, I live in Johnson City, Tennessee. I love making videos. I play guitar, sing, and write music. I love writing comedy stuff. And I love anime. I'm watching anime while walking. So that kind of is my motivation. Some people like to go outside, see the beautiful trees, the sun beating down on their ugly faces. I like to stay indoors and walk and watch movies and anime, or listen to something on some YouTube video. But just let me know if you have any questions. But been making videos on and off since 2010. That's how Shredsville started. Shredsville originated, I worked at this camp called Bear River Gorge, and that summer I was just ripping it hard, just trying to hit it as hard as I could. And then somehow I coined the term Welcome to Shredsville, population me, that summer. And then once I got out of that camp, I started doing a video documentary series called Welcome to Shredsville, Population Me. And it was a 92-day journey of me trying to get ripped. It was wild. It was a docu-series, and had a good time. Had a good time asking people questions about, what is it like to be shredded? What is being shredded to you? For some people, it's running that photo enforced intersection just because you have the extra $100. For some people, it can literally be anything. But yeah, being shredded to me is just getting absolutely ripped. Ever since I saw 300, the movie in 2006, I've always wanted to be ripped. And that has always been my goal. Ever since I watched that movie, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. But just seeing Gerard Butler up there just ripped and just kicking people into wells and screaming, "This is Sparta," I was like, I gotta get ripped. So I started trying to get ripped then. Didn't really know what I was doing. But I started lifting more. I was just skinny at that point. But throughout the years, after graduating school and starting to work at Enterprise, guess what happens? You start eating, you start getting fat, you start just laying on the oils on whatever you eat. You're dunking stuff in butter, you're just drinking ranch dressing, slamming honey mustard like it's a cold glass of iced tea. And you know what that does? Just puts on fat left and right. And it's not instant, it's over time. 2012 I graduated, or I started working in Enterprise, and I was fit, I was looking good, I was close to being ripped. I was probably 185 and just having a good time. And then you start working a corporate job, and guess what? When you start working from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day with an hour lunch break that half the time they try to take away from you. It's hard to eat well if you don't prep ahead. And I got lazy and just started gaining weight, just getting that spare tire around your waist. And, it just started accumulating. And then the next level of getting fat is when you get married and you're working a corporate job. Because dating, you're just trying to look good, stay fit, and, when you get married, you put the freshman 15 on, aka the freshman 50. And that happened to me. And so from 2015 to 2017, I probably put on 50 pounds, just a freaking tire. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's been a journey. I started last September, not this past, the one before, so close to 2 years ago. And I weighed 290 pounds at that point. And I was just, I was lifting weights, but I was probably eating 4,000 calories a day, and just feeling miserable. And then I just started seeing these old pictures of me. I was like really fit and skinny, and it really just, kind of motivated me. And I was like, so starting September 1st, 2022, I finally started using MyFitnessPal to count my calories, and that really helped me for the longest time. So I started counting, and then I got down, and then lifting 6 days a week, and then just taking one day off. But when I started doing that, it worked good for a while, and as of March, I had lost 40 pounds, which was good. But I went on vacation, gained 20 of it back in the next 3 months, and then I really was just sick. I was like, I've got to get in shape. So what I started adding, I started walking every single day. Started working out from now. Just wanted to lose some weight. Good for you, dude. Yeah. Like, there's main thing that I recommend is you can't just look in the mirror and every day and expect to see difference day to day. But you just got to stick with it, because you got to think 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. You don't really want to lose more than 2 pounds a week, but you're not going to, for about the first 2 months, you're really not going to see a difference. But once it starts falling off, it feels great, and then you look at a picture from 2 months back and you're like, wow, that's amazing. I've really kicked into gear. But for me, oh yeah, for sure, prestige. It does take time. Like for me, from 280 to about 230, no one mentioned anything. They're like, not like, hey, you're looking good or anything. So you've got to really stay internally motivated, and do it for yourself, not just for others to look at you, because if you do that, then you're going to get discouraged when you don't hear anybody mention it. But, from once I lost down to the 50 point, like it literally, everybody's like, oh my gosh, you lost so much weight. And then it just started snowballing and snowballing. But, walking every day, I walk 6 to 10 miles a day now. But I started out in July walking 3 miles a day, and consistently every single day. But the main reason is cultures that don't have cars and they walk everywhere, they literally or none of them are fat. So that was my motivation. I was like, oh, let's start walking every single day, at least 3 miles, and no matter what. And then I still lifted 6 days a week, but I went down to just doing 1 set per exercise versus I was doing, because while I don't run at all, running for me, it just tires you, and I can't watch movies and stuff while I do it. If you walk, it's easy, man. I'm literally watching anime right now while I'm walking, which is, so easy. Like I love just I'll watch 5 or 6 movies a week while walking. Like I look forward to walking every day. So I started in July. I walked 3 miles a day, and then I kicked it up in October to 6 miles a day, and then in December I do from now since December, I do 6 to 10 miles a day. Usually not in one setting. I'll do four in the morning after I lift, and then I'll walk 6 more in the afternoon. But no matter what, I do 6 in the afternoon, and then between 2 and 4 every morning after I lift. But main thing, I really want to get ripped. Like, I'm trying to get Rocky 4 ripped. Freaking Sylvester Stallone in Rocky 4 or Rambo 3. Guy looks like a Greek god, man, and that's my motivation. Just seeing old Stallone pictures, or Arnold. The Stallone's my height, so Arnold's way taller than me, so it's like I can't really go for his goals as much because he's just a freak of nature. I'm 5'10", and Stallone's 5'10" too, so I was like, I kind of want to stick to what he was doing. But main thing is, I love lifting weights. I always have since I started a long time ago. But now, so I'll give you an example. On Mondays I do chest and back, and then again on Thursday I do chest and back. Then Tuesdays and Fridays I do legs, and then Wednesdays and Saturday I do shoulders, biceps, triceps, and forearms. And then on Sundays I just do glutes. The butt. You gotta get you don't want a Hank Hill butt. You want a good shaped butt. So that's why I've been doing a lot of glute stuff 3 days a week. But so on Mondays I'll start out. I'll do bent over rows on a Smith machine. I really like a Smith machine. What's up, Chef Frankie? Where are you from? But on Mondays, I'll start out with a bent over row on a Smith machine. The reason I like Smith is it's guided, and so you don't have a chance, it's easy to keep proper form. Oh, cool, man. What part of New York? You in the city? You upstate? In the Catskills? Or where you at? But bent over rows, and I'll do front grip. One set between 6 and 10 after I do a warm-up set. 6 to 10 until I can't do it. So Long Island, dude. Love your guys' teas. Those are good, dude. I've only been to New York once. We went in 2010. We did a mission trip, and we worked in some homeless shelters. We were stationed in the Queens, I think, park. There's something park, but it was cool. I'm a little nervous about going there nowadays. Just the crimes went up a lot, but I liked it. I love the buildings. I'm a huge Art Deco fan of the skyscrapers and stuff. Those old beautiful buildings like the Flatiron Building or the Empire State. I just love stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know if I don't think we went to Long Island. We went to Coney Island, which was pretty good. Hot dogs are overrated, but we went there and we worked in a homeless shelter there for a couple of days, and it was fun. I liked it up there. Yeah, we went in 2010, I think, or 2011, one or the other. But so anyway, so bent over rows. I'll do front grip, Smith machine, one set to failure. Then I'll do supinated grip, so bent over like this, one set to failure, 6 to 10 reps, somewhere in there. And then I'll go set the Smith machine up a little bit, put a bench in there and do incline bench, one set to failure, and then just regular flat bench, always on the Smith machine, because you can go as hard as you can and not be afraid of, A, you can always lock it out, and 2, you don't have to be afraid of, basically injuring anything. It's just maximum effort. But I'll do that, and then I'll go over to, I'll do pull-ups. wide grip, lat, pull downs. And I worked up, I do 6 to 10, but I started out on the assistant. So right now I'm finally doing actual pull-ups, which is, for me, that's good, because I started out having a hard time doing one, especially when I was in the 260 to 280 range. I had to do probably 100 pounds on the assisted, and then I'll do dips. Dips are really good for your chest. You got to do the wider grip, and you really focus on the contraction. But I'll do 6 to 10. I'll do 10 to 12 of those, and not assisted. I just do regular dips, and then I'll do some sort of fly movement. I like the pec deck flies. I'll do those. One set, 6 to 10. And then I will do bent over rows with the dumbbell and really focus on the lat contraction and going through, like you're elbowing the person behind you. And I've seen a lot more definition since I've started doing those. And then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll do an ab exercise and then a back exercise for my core. And then Tuesday and Thursday, I'll do an oblique exercise. Tuesdays, I do legs. So I always start out with Smith squats. Now I've added, I kind of do sumo squats on the Smith machine. And at the bottom, you really focus on adducting your hips. And so this will get you the dump truck. I'm trying to get a dump truck that someone could sit a cup on, and it looks like you could pull a car with it. But so when you're down at the bottom, you really focus on adducting your hips and then exploding up. And then your count down is a 4 count. And so 6 to 10 reps on that. Then I'll go over to, on the Smith machine, I'll do RDLs, Roman stiff leg deadlifts, and I'll do 6 to 10 of those. Then I go to leg extensions, one set of 6 to 10, really focus on contracting those quads and just getting it all you got. And then going to the hammies on the leg curls, and I'll do those. Then I go over, I'll do the hip thrust, aka the baby makers. I'll go over there and load up a barbell, and then do a set of probably 15 to 20 of those. And then I'll go over to a cable machine and hook. They've got ankle bracelets, and you do a kickback kind of to the left, which will really focus on building your hips, your glutes as well. And then I'll do leg presses. Well, and on a leg press, you really want to go deep and wide, and then slow on the eccentric, which is the down portion, and then explosive on the up. And so I'll do those, one set of 6 to 10. That's my leg day. And calves. I'll go to Smith machine, load up a couple plates, and they've got this little step I'll put under there, and then just focus on, I'll do standing calf raises, and then they've got a seated one too. And I focus on those. I still do 6 to 10 as well. I know a lot of people say you have to do 25, 30 reps for calves, but it's really about giving maximum effort, because like calves, more work doesn't necessarily mean you're going to grow more, but more explosiveness will help build them as well. And then that's my leg day. And then I'll go walk 2 to 4 miles, and then go to work, and then in the afternoon I'll walk 6 more, and I'll watch a movie or something like that, or anime. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'll answer anything. Exercise, music, movies, anime. But, and then on Wednesdays is my shoulders and arms and forearms. And so what I'll start out with lateral raises, usually with a 20, 25. Do one set of 10 to 12. Really focus on going down slowly, exploding up. And then I'll do these rear delt exercises where I'll have a kind of one of those little small barbells, and you go behind, and then you really focus just extending out as far as you can and go down slowly. It really helps to isolate your rear delt. And I've been doing those ever since I started doing those. I can start to see a little more definition on my rear deltoid. And then I go straight to military press on the Smith machine. And that's a game changer. Like, explode up, go down, and I shoot for 6 to 10 reps on that. You want to go as heavy as you can for 6 to 10 reps. And I love the Smith machine because it can catch you when you have nothing left to go. You just have to lock it out. And then I'll go and do push downs, tricep push downs. I like the metal bar. I don't like the ropes because I feel like I can give more maximal effort by pushing into metal. So do 6 to 10 reps of that. And then I'll go into the best bicep exercise known to man is chin-ups. So I'll do one set of 1 set of 10. I go for 10 reps on chin-ups. So I'll do explode up, try to do 4 seconds down. And then I'll do hammer curl grip, or neutral grip chin-ups as well, and then go slow down. And 1 set of that. Then I will do a set of closer dips. Not the ones that I was doing for chest, but it's a closer grip for dips. And I'll do 1 set of 12 to 15 of those. And that's not an assisted one or anything, just regular dips, close grip. Really focus on exploding up and try to go slow down and get a really good stretch on it as well. Then we go to bicep curls. I'll just do standing bicep curls with individual weights, and I make sure to do 10 reps of those, just 1 set. Then I'll go to hammer curls, 1 set of 10. Try to go as heavy as you can while still exploding up and going slow down. You don't want to swing it either. You're not trying to make it a boxing one, because you're just using momentum to get it up that way. You really want your bicep to focus. And then I'll do, what is next? I'll sometimes do French press. So I'll get one of those little tiny, probably 40-pound barbells that they have that are pre-weighted, and then lay on a bench, focus, explode up, slow them down. 6 to 10 of those. Forearms is next. I'll scoot back halfway on a bench, and I'll do forearm extension while it's hanging over there. I can only do 30 pounds at this point, and it's really hard. And then do 10 of those, and then switch to this arm, and then flip it over, and then do curls, hanging over, and you arc it as well. Then I'll do reverse grip on that barbell. I'll reverse grip it, and then go slow down. I'll bend over to put more strain on it at all times versus, easy at the top. If you're bent over, it's a little more hard. So do 6 to 10 of those with one of those pre-weighted barbells. And that's it for that day. And then I'll repeat those 3 days over. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions about exercising, anime, music, TV, movies. I'm going to go watching, huge movie guy. I'm watching Doom 2 this weekend. Can't wait. Got my popcorn bucket, extra butter, no popcorn. But I'm really excited for Dune 2, man. That's going to be a good movie. What are you guys into? Let me know. Like, what's your favorite shows? I love sitcoms. For comedy, I love Seinfeld, King of Queens. My wife makes me watch Friends. I don't mind it, it's not too bad. Kind of gets annoying sometimes, but yeah, let me know what you guys like. But what's up? Thanks for joining. Let me know if you have any questions. But I was just talking about my splits for working out. I'm watching some anime right now. I'm watching Big O. It premiered early 2000s on Toonami. It's like Batman meets Gundam Wing. Really good plot. It's about a city that has lost its memories, and they're, trying to figure out what's going on. Some big conspiracies getting covered up, and trying to figure out what's happening. But it's really cool. The main character's very similar to like a Bruce Wayne. He's got a butler and an android, and really cool plot, great animation. It's very similar to like, it's a mecha anime, but it's one of my favorites. It has meant a lot to me, as a kid. I used to watch it all the time. I'd go to my grandma's and watch it, but it was just a really cool show. But I watch movies when I walk most of the time. I just watched The Rock yesterday with Nicolas Cage, Ed Harris, and Sean Connery. Apparently, after watching it, I saw that a lot of people think that it's a unofficial sequel to James Bond, which was really cool to think about, looking back on it. I was like, that could definitely be it. But really good movie. Really good action Michael Bay movie about these ex-Marines. They take over Alcatraz while they're having a tour, and they take 81 hostages. And then Nick Cage is a explosive expert, and Sean Connery's a escape artist / British spy that's been locked up for 30 some years, and they have to take a team in there to save the hostages and disarm the bombs. So this is a really good movie though. Good action. Michael Bay's first big movie. I liked it. But yeah, I love watching movies while I walk. It keeps me motivated. A lot of people just like to look at, the trees, nature, all that stuff. I'd rather watch a good movie. I'd rather see it on a screen any day than which I like being outside too, but to keep me motivated walking, I like to have a screen, It helps me while I walk. But I love it. I just bought this treadmill on Marketplace. Got a good deal, got it for $100. Talked the guy down. You got to lowball people on Marketplace, man. You go in there, they have it listed for $150. You got to go in there and start with 50% off at least. I like to start off with a lowball offer of 50%. I don't usually go over 50% for a lowball because they'll pretty much say screw off half the time. If you say like it's like $1,000 guitar and you're like, I'll give you $10, they won't even message you back. But I'll go about 50% discount first. I'll say, like, this was listed for $150, and I was like, will you take 75? He's like, no, I can't do that. The lowest I could do is $125. So now we're already $25 cheaper than he had it listed. And then I was like, well, I'm not going to pay more than $100. So let me know if you change your mind. And then he pulled this tactic on me, which was a good one. He said, hey, I have somebody coming that wants it from Asheville, and they're going to pay 125 for it. He's like, I'll give it to you for 125. I said, no thanks. I was like, if you change your mind for 100, let me know. And then 20 minutes later, he messaged me and said, you can have it for 100. And I was like, yeah, that dude just did the fake offer from the guy from Asheville. But he's nice though, and I got a good deal, $100 for a $400 treadmill that had only been used like 3 times. So, you know, it's not worn down or anything, motor's good and everything, but I love it. Marketplace is amazing. It's way better than Craigslist. Gosh, Craigslist sucked. It was shady as heck, man. Literally every time you message somebody, boom, fake offer. Bots, left and right. But I love Marketplace, so I'm addicted to it. Just got a punching bag on there yesterday. Listed for $75, lowballed them, $20. I don't know how people make money on Marketplace, because people like me, you know, always lowballing them. So I ain't paying full price, even though the full price that they had is a really good deal anyway in the first place. But enough about Marketplace. Let me know what questions you got for me. Talk about exercise, we can talk about movies, talk about anime, whatever. But I'm watching Big O, like I said. I'm on episode 25 out of 26, so I'm going to find me a newer anime, or probably one I watched a million times to, you know, throw on after this. But I love it. Anime now is cool, but, you know, I was on the train way before it was cool. You know, you used to get made fun of for watching anime or liking Dragon Ball Z. Now, everybody and their mother likes anime. Well, I liked it when you would get a wedgie for liking it, so suck it. But I'm glad it is more popular now, but I always had that chip on my shoulder, you know. It's because, you know, in the 90s, kids like, oh, you like anime? Yeah, it's way better than watching football. Football sucks. But it's just funny how things change, you know. Nerd culture is now an in thing. It's like, when I was a kid, no one liked that stuff other than us diehards, which I'm fine with, you know. I love it. It gets more eyes on good stuff. As long as it doesn't go PC and woke, anime will be king. And that's why it's beating out every single thing that American studios are doing, because American storytellers, all they want to focus on is diversity, inclusion, making sure they make it as woke as possible. It's like focus on writing good stories, and don't focus on, you know, how many gay characters you put in there. It's like people want to watch good stories. The average person don't want agendas just shoved down your throat while they're watching, you know, movies and stuff. And that's why Japan is king for storytelling. Like, anime is the bomb for storytelling. More character development in one episode of anime than you would get in 20 Marvel movies, you know. You're going to get preached at, but yeah, Marvel's went downhill. I used to love going to Marvel movies, and, you know, ever since the MCU after, well, you could see it. There's parts of Endgame I liked, but for the most part, it was after, like, when Captain Marvel came out, after that point on, other than Endgame, I completely lost interest in the MCU. Endgame had good parts, but, you know, you could see it straight going off into the MCU territories, you know. But overall, the first 20-some movies were decent. And, like, I can't stand Marvel movies now. Like, you couldn't pay me to go watch the Marvels. Like, I would rather have my fingers smashed than watch that movie. I'd have someone shoot bamboo under my toenails than watch the Marvels. Like, that's just the most disinteresting thing And then Madam Web, like, I would rather have my eyes gouged out than watch that movie. But yeah, modern movies, there's not that many that are good. But I'm excited for Dune 2. It comes out this weekend. I get to go watch it, and I already got my tickets for Saturday. I cannot wait for that movie. I had never seen the first one until this week, and it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. Hold on one second. I will be right back. I will be right back. All right, I am back. We are back. Sorry, I had to pee real quick. That's the good thing about walking in your own house. You know, you can run to the restroom real fast. But anyway, yeah, so I love walking, man. Walking, it's really upped my game for losing weight. But I've lost right at 100 pounds since pretty much right around like September of 2022. So, but I love it. Well, I'm going to get off of here, but I appreciate you guys watching, and I'm going to start doing this more. So, have a good day. Over and out. Shred is out.